welcome to the Metal Cell. We are actually at the Clayton Hotel opposite the Siege, and I'm delighted to say I've Mick here from Zealot Cult. How are you, Mick?
Yeah, all good, man. All good.
What do you feel about the Siege? I mean, it's in your hometown. Any emotions there?
The Siege is pretty cool. It's a cool thing. Do you know, 30 plus bands, 3 stages, free in. You get to meet lads that you haven't seen in years. That's probably the best part of it, I think. It's like, you know, you get to meet a lot of people that you haven't seen in fucking years or whatever. You all get together, have a good laugh. It's always great. Like, the lineup is going from strength to strength each year.
Yeah,
especially with each Siege. Like, so like last year's one in particular with Primordial, Bolzer. That was awesome. Like, a 2-nighter event. Like,
yeah. Oh yeah,
so,
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that was
like,
that last year?
That was
No,
October last year.
Yeah.
So the Saturday night was a ticketed event, and then the Sunday then was the Siege, as normal, and that was a savage weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the bands that I played over the years, like Dead Congregation, personal favourite band of mine. Never thought, like, myself and Jay went to the Redemption Fest in Dublin years ago. It was Primordial kind of curated event.
Yeah.
And I think the ticket was about 40, maybe 50 quid for the ticket.
Right.
And we just sped up the road, went in, watched Dead Congregation, and fucked off back to Limerick. Like,
yeah.
And you know, literally like paid 50 quid to go in to see them. Like, that's no disrespect to any of the other bands, whatever, but that's what sold the deal for us. Like, they're playing in Dublin and going. Care, like,
yeah.
So to see a band like that at the Siege was deadly.
Yeah, I mean, Bad Reputation needs a big. They're doing a fantastic job. In fairness,
stellar job, like, especially now with the likes of Amon Amart, Behemoth coming up in the castle.
Isn't that just incredible?
Insane. Yeah.
I just hope they arrive up in a boat.
That's it, up the river in a boat.
It'd be fucking brilliant. Yeah. So I just want to congratulate you as well. I mean, you can't ignore, we're just having beers here as well, by the way, but you can't ignore the fact that this year has been pretty fucking special for Zealot Cult. I mean, they've landed Bloodstock and they're also on a US tour. So, Mick, what are your feelings about maybe first Bloodstock and then the US tour?
Very, very excited about Bloodstock. It was nice. It was great to be asked to play at Bloodstock. Like, I know a lot of bands that go through the Metal to the Masses thing, like, and it's a slog. And
it is a slog,
and the bands that get their fair play and whatever, but to be asked straight up, like, do you want to slot at Bloodstock, was brilliant, like.
And the Sophie stage as well.
Like, so it's pretty cool. We're on at midday on the Friday, but so what? Like,
so what, yeah.
Big deal.
Jesus Christ, what an achievement to get to the Sophie stage. So,
yeah, and 10 Ton Slug are playing as well. They're playing the night before. They're on just before Rotting Christ on the Sophie stage.
Isn't it just unbelievable?
So we knew a few weeks ago about it. I met Sean from 10 Ton Slug, and he's like, any news? I said, well, I have something, but I can't tell you. He goes, what is it? And he's like, oh, no way, we're playing as well. So be good laugh over there with him.
Do you think Sean had the heads up on you? Like,
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, have you been to Bloodstock before, Mick?
Never been there. I always talked about going to it.
Yeah,
but something always came up. Never got to
know what? You'll fucking love it because it's actually it's on a smaller scale, and the sound, the stage, everything where you'll be playing is perfect for you.
Cool.
You know, and the support. I mean, every year that we've gone there for 4 years, and every year that they are very fucking good for Irish bands. They always have Irish bands over there right through. I mean, Metal Through the Masses, okay, fair enough, but Nakrunta, Zahora, 10 Ton Slug, you'll have Savage's support over there, you know.
Yeah, so really, really looking forward to that.
So that's a big one now.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Like,
and
hopefully we get some stuff off the back of that, maybe.
Oh, definitely, 100%. You'll be in England a lot now because of that, and that's the way it is, and that's the way they work as well. They're very good that way. I find myself, because I mean, again, like, you look at Zahora and you look at 10 Ton Slug when they played, they've got a load of gigs over in the UK and done UK tours on the strength of that, you know.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
So talk about the US tour. I think you thanked Zach Mild from Oxalate, is it?
Yeah.
Did he help you get over to the USA or
what?
It's
Zach that's bringing us over. So basically, like, Zach works at the St. Vitus Bar in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So he books bands in the St. Vitus Bar. He sent a message to the band page, like, going, fucking love your album. Love to get you over to America. What's happening here? So straight away I was thinking, like, who's this guy? Zach Mild. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking, it's a fucking robot now or something like that. Do you know? So I went on snooping through his Facebook page and I seen like working at St. Vitus Bar, blah, 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 blah. I was going, alright, so the guy is legit maybe. So I started talking back and like going, yeah, we'd fucking love to get over there. I was like, how are you going to get us over? Like, so it kind of led from there. Then.
Okay.
So he's hooking us up like with a show in Washington in the Brew Works. It's supposed to be like it's a brewery as well as a fucking venue. Like,
okay, cool.
And I was talking to Johnny from Conan. He said they played there, like Conan played there. He says awesome venue. He says St. Vitus is deadly as well. And
well, the name St. Vitus alone, yeah.
There's like a channel on YouTube. Every single gig that's on St. Vitus Bar is always recorded, uploaded there. Like Megadeth played a secret show there last year.
Wow,
yeah,
holy shit, man! You're in amongst the big lads.
Just known as like Vic and the Rattleheads. They played a secret show or something. Okay. Like that. Tickets were like $5 in to see them or something like that. Yeah. Place holds like 200 people. Yeah. But like you see the videos on YouTube, like you see the likes of fucking Exorder playing in there. You see like St. Vitus playing in there. Yeah. Who else? Pentagram. I think there's Pentagram video up there of them in St. Vitus maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure.
So you're gracing the hollow stage, man.
It's a cool stage, do you know what I mean? Like it's like it's probably the biggest place in New York for underground metal and stuff like that. Like, but I
mean, your sound alone as a band, I just want to kind of talk about that for a minute. So it was mastered by Richard Dowling, which is funny, which is funny enough because he did our Chaos's new EP as well.
That's right.
It's WAV, is it WAV Studios, is it, or something? WAV Mastering, yeah. And it's funny the way it kind of came up there because I straight away recognised that. And it was recorded and mixed by Ciaran Culhane.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, what a sound you got out of that. I mean, it would throw you back to the Morris sounds back with Scott Burns, you know?
No, in saying that wasn't the sound we set out to achieve by any means. No, that's just the way it just came about.
Talk about that then. Yeah.
Like when we had the songs written and we were fucking rehearsing like 2-3 nights of the week, just practicing songs over and over again till we could play them in our sleep.
Right.
So we went in to record with Ciaran. I think like the drums were done in like a fucking like we had 3 full days to do the drums. I think we did like 1 full day of drums and then like 2 half days, and the whole thing was done. No clicks. It was myself and Jay playing rhythm and guitars along with Decky while he was tracking all the drums. So all the songs you listen to, they're all full takes and drums. There's no punching in or out.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like from start to finish. Like there's a couple of songs on there that were first takes from start to finish.
That's
incredible.
A
couple of others maybe. I think the most he maybe went on a song would have been like 3 takes. That was it. Like guitars then, like, so we had kind of like guide guitars down that we'd done with Decky while he was tracking these drums.
Okay.
So myself and Jay then went back in. We redid the guitars. We re-recorded them on top and using them as a guide. But like when we went, like Jay was up first to track his guitars, and then like he got a letter saying that he had to go for neck surgery. He had fucking discs removed out his neck and everything. Like.
It's a common occurrence with us metalers.
Yeah, so they went in through his throat, like, and pulled his vocal cords out of the way to take out discs and everything. Like,
stop.
So yeah,
Jesus.
He was like, literally like a week and a half later. He had a big fucking neck brace on him. He was like Blackadder, man. Blackadder 2 or Blackadder 3 or something.
Brilliant.
But,
and did he
we got great mileage out of that joke.
Yeah,
but
of course.
But like he was in fair fucks, man. He was in tracking guitars with a fucking neck brace on him and everything. Like that kind of like, see, we had it planned out with Ciaran going, right, we go these days, and then his operation came up and going, right, your operation's tomorrow. Literally, he was on a list, like, kind of going, at any time he'd be called in for it.
Right.
So he was going in like a Sunday to do his guitars, and he got a call going, like, you're in Monday morning down in Cork for this surgery. Okay. So he did as much as he could on the Sunday, guitars and vocal wise, before he went down. Then
what a legend.
So while he was kind of recovering, I tracked all my guitars then as well.
Okay.
And then,
were you on a tight budget, or how did you figure out kind of time wise to fit in all this around? I mean, there's a lot of fucking stress involved in this as well, I'd imagine.
Well, it wasn't too bad because we were very well rehearsed with it.
Yeah, it sounds like you were. Yeah.
So it was literally just case straight in, play it, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no kind of I wish I did that better, or I did this better, or whatever. It's like we had it set out in our head.
And how long did it take, Mick?
Altogether? Well, see, we went in the end of June.
Right.
But with the surgery and all that and everything, so by the time we got everything wrapped up, it was in September.
Okay.
But it was kind of sporadic. It was like days here, days there, whatever. Like so.
And we're kind of Blood Harvest then kind of did they give you the kind of freedom of that time?
Absolutely, like, yeah, there was no pressure. It was all down to us whenever we had it done. Like,
Yeah.
The only thing really that was kind of time-wise that we were conscious about was it's where it's sent off to be pressed in Europe on vinyl and cassette and CD. A lot of labels use the same pressing company, so there was like a backlog of about 6 months.
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
to get stuff back. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to hear.
Yeah, like I know Dara from Invictus, like he uses the same pressing plant as well. I was talking to Rob from Vomitor, and he's like, "Going, we submitted our album there months ago. We won't have it for like fucking 6 months or whatever."
Jesus.
Do you know? Yeah. So it's a pretty, like, they're a big place. They're called GZ. That's the pressing plant, and they're in Eastern Europe. Like, so they do everything. Like, yeah, they do all the underground metal in Europe. Like,
and of course you only kind of heard about this. Was it through other lads that kind of went through kind of the delays and stuff like that? Is it? Were you aware of it? Like, or
I was kind of aware of it, but I became more aware of it then when I heard like fucking every label in Europe uses the place. I was going, right, fair enough, that explains it.
Okay,
yeah. So, but Ciaran did a fucking stellar job, man, in the album. Like, really good.
Like all the reviews. Like, I mean, I read plenty of reviews of it. Like, and every one of them just hark back to the tightness of the band, the sound of the band, the professionalism that went into it, and performances of all of you right through was just fucking incredible. Cheers. And give acknowledgement. I mean, and the best part is you're from Ireland, you know?
Yeah.
I think people forget that when they're reviewing it. And, you know, there's a lot to be fucking said to fucking be compared to 90s death metal bands like Pestilence and them, you know? But
that's what we grew up on, like. Do you know, we're fucking reared in that stuff. The influences are in there, like, and we're not blatantly ripping off bands. It's the way it comes across, I think.
Take the credit, like, it's just fantastic. It's a great album as well, like.
We're slagging the arse off Jay when we were playing with Pestilence.
Oh yeah, how did that go, actually?
That was pretty cool, but the vocal style, very similar to Pestilence.
Right, yeah.
I was like, oh man, you're going to have to change your fucking vocals now tonight. I said, like, do you mean? It's like, he won't be too happy now if he hears it or whatever. Like. Cool. So we got chatting with him. He seemed alright, and they were like, going, like, you're a massive influence on our vocalist. He fucking loves your vocals or whatever.
Yeah.
So Jay then kind of met him towards the end of the night, and he's like, you're the guy that's ripping me off, yeah. So yeah, it was funny though.
Nice lads were they? Yeah,
grand, yeah. The bass or the guitarist, Culhane, and the drummer, they were fucking bang on. Like, do you mean they were up for the crack or whatever? The rest of them kind of just did their own thing.
Like I mean, Mick, if somebody said to you 20 years ago, "Well, look, lads, you're going to be sharing the stage with Pestilence," you know, what would you have said? Like, you know, you wouldn't even believe them.
No,
sure, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't even think they'd be still going. Like.
And again, it's a tribute to the hard work you've put in as well. Like, I mean, fuck it, you're a hard working band. You know, how does that work go in relation to the day-to-day activities? I mean, I presume you have probably full-time jobs as well.
Yeah,
is there kids as well? Yeah, there's a balance there, is there?
There's a balance there, yeah. See, we try the situation that we're all in, like, we all have families, we all have full-time jobs, so it's kind of like what we can do most at weekends and whatever, and we try and balance it then that way.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But look, you know, you're realistic. You can't make a living out of this.
No, you
anyway,
can't.
You know?
It's our thing. We go away and we do it, and that's it. And we come home again. Like,
yeah.
do you mean, like, under no illusions of fucking making money off of this?
No.
Do you mean? But like, you see lads there, man, to go in to play fucking soccer and rugby, that's their thing or whatever. Us, it's going off playing gigs or whatever. It's just so happens that we're very fortunate after falling into, like, we're getting to play with bands that influenced us and bands that we listened to when we were growing up or whatever. So it's kind of going, right, this is pretty cool, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're just fucking keep it going as long as we can, like.
And again, I mean, you have a huge support, like. What's your opinions? I mean, as I said, this is why I'm doing the podcast, is to promote and also talk about old school metal as well. And you're fucking old school, Mick, like me. What's your opinion on the metal scene now at the moment? I don't think
in Ireland, is it?
Yeah, I don't think there's a scene in Europe as strong as what we have at the moment. Would that be outrageous or?
No, it wouldn't be outrageous, but it's like certain subgenres are more popular than others now, right?
Okay.
So at the moment, like, you're seeing all the doom bands.
Yeah, and Slug,
that's massive at the moment, right? That's really fucking blown up. Like, most of the bands that are playing the Siege today are very doomy, sludgy bands. This is very doom orientated Siege this time around, which is cool. Like, I like doom as well.
Yeah.
Do you know, so, but it goes by genres. Like, years ago, you had your big black metal explosion. Like, no, I'm not talking about the likes of Mayhem, but I'm talking again, about 10 years back when you had the likes of like 1349, Gargaroth, stuff like that.
Yes,
that was really popular, like, especially when they had the gig in Poland with all the sheep's heads and everything. Like. But there was tons of black metal bands starting up around then as well, like, so that was big for a while. Then you had the thrash thing, you know, like you had like you had your Gamma Bombs, and you had Mass Extinction from Dublin. They were class. They were fucking deadly. Yeah. Mass Extinction, and you had the whole trash thing blown up. Especially Earache picked up on it, like the likes of Evil and stuff like that.
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah,
that kind of fizzled out again. Then I think it kind of went more the underground kind of death metal. Then, you know, like Grave My Asthma, fucking Dead Congregation, Portal, all that kind of stuff. And that's what we're kind of seeing at the moment. And you see, I think a lot of those bands, they're all drenched in fucking reverb and delay and stuff like that. It's on a very cavernous sound, and you can hear it's all being stripped back now, like, you know. So at the moment, it's kind of
sludge and doom,
and sludge is the thing, like. So who knows what the next thing will be, like.
Yeah, but more importantly, people are going to the gigs, you know, and as I said, like there's a good support structure around for young bands that are coming through now as well. Would you agree?
There is, yeah, absolutely. But to get on something like the Siege and stuff like that, and I've heard the lads from Bad Rep talking about it, like, to get on the Siege, like you can't literally just fucking email the lads and go, oh, can we play the Siege? You know, you have to put the work in.
Yes.
I mean, you have to have something out there. You have to be gigging. You have to be committed to it, like.
Yeah.
Like you go in there today, like every single band is fucking merch for sale.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
it's
like, a great point actually. Yeah,
every single band, like going right. We have our shirts, we have our CDs. If they have vinyls and whatever. You see stickers all over the fucking walls and the jacks and everything.
Yeah.
Do you know they're clued in? Like
yes, yeah. It's actually, I'm glad you brought that up because it brings us nicely to the artwork, which is Paulo Girardi. Yeah, the wrestler.
That's right, the wrestler. Yeah.
How did you come across him? And fair play to whoever did. It's just a beautiful album cover.
It's fucking deadly album cover. The way we got to work with Paulo is we were kind of talking about who we get to do the artwork and whatever, and we wanted something more kind of old school, something that was painted. Like a classic old school death metal album cover.
Yeah, cool.
You know, no, the likes of Dan Seagrave and stuff like that is far beyond our fucking reach. Like, I mean, cost a fucking bomb to get someone like him.
And Ed Replica was probably
and all that. Like, and even as still, like, you can see them, they're kind of sneaking digital in there.
They are, of course, they are.
So
yeah.
Fuck that, like.
Yeah.
So, but Paulo Girardi stuff, like, I have a couple of albums at home, like the Diocletian ones, and he did the artwork on him, and the artwork is absolutely insane. So Jay was up my house one night, and I was going, "Oh, this guy pulled out the Diocletian cover." Then we started googling loads of his stuff.
And it's just mind-blowing.
So we were like, fuck it, yeah, we'll contact him. So Jay got in touch with Paulo. He was talking to a couple of other artists as well at the time. I can't remember who they were. But Paulo came back then, like, he goes, yeah, I'll do it for you. So
direct contact, not through record label?
No, direct contract, yeah. Just contact, just hooked up with, like, sent a message on Messenger.
There you go.
That's the glory, the beauty of fucking social media.
Yeah. And let me tell you, for young bands out there, this is a prime example of just going, contact the guy directly. Go on, Mick. Yeah. So
he came back and he said he'd do it, and that if we wanted, we could send him lyrics and send him song titles and stuff, and he'll work off of that then. So we sent him a bunch of lyrics. We sent him song titles as well, and he worked away on it. But there's a funny story about the artwork. Like, we set up a group chat on fucking Messenger with Paulo Girardi in it with the band.
Okay, yeah.
And fucking one of the lads in the band thought it was just a regular fucking band chat or whatever. And a lot of Girardi's work, like, he'd have dicks painted in there and stuff like that. So fucking one of the lads it was actually Alan. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking shame him now here. But Alan goes like, so Paulo Girardi's doing our artwork. He goes, brilliant. He goes, hope there's like fucking loads of cocks all over it. So Girardi then replied back, and Alan didn't even know he was in the chat. And he's like, an apocalyptic landscape full of cocks. He goes, I'll do it. He goes, it'll be fucking amazing. So Alan actually then bounced back out into the actual band chat and go, what the fuck, when did you tell me he was in there? We're like, fuck it. So we got chatting to him then along there, and he's
That's
kind of
fantastic.
Yeah, so he's kind of asking like, what's the concept behind the songs, what are they about? And it's all about religion, it's all about persecution, fucking torture, typical death metal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he based the artwork off of that then. Like,
So it's an original piece.
yeah, he commissioned it. Yeah,
That's mind blowing,
yeah.
lads.
No,
Jesus
he
Christ.
has the original piece over in Italy. Like,
I know, but I mean,
Yeah.
he kind of made that on the information you gave him
That's
and,
it, yeah.
and listening to the lyrics
No,
and songs.
he
That's,
sent us
that's
back
brilliant.
an original draft of it, right? And there was like this. Do you know on the album cover there's like this Inquisitor character? The
Yeah,
kind of
exactly,
in
yeah.
the robe and the hat or whatever.
Yeah.
He wasn't originally in there. There was like
Right.
this kind of big fucking barbarian dude with an axe.
Okay.
He was cutting some fella's head
Okay.
off. I thought it looked savage because I was like binge watching Game of Thrones at the time. It was about fucking 4 seasons
Yeah.
in after 2 weeks. You know, so I was going, that's brilliant. And the lads are going like, nah, it looks like fucking He-Man or something like that. So he came back anyway. So the lads aren't kind of going, not happy with that character there. It doesn't tie in
Okay.
the concept of the album. It's more about kind of fucking mind control or whatever. And so
Yeah.
he goes, I get you or whatever.
Right.
So he
Okay.
came back to him with this Inquisitor kind of character.
Yeah.
Like,
It actually works.
yeah,
It works very
works
well.
really good. Like,
What I love about it, and I'm a huge fan of Power Trip as well. And if you look at both album covers,
Nightmare Logic.
yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You look at both albums, both your album and Power Trips have a singular eye separated,
Yeah.
that's severed between the two of them.
Okay.
Did
didn't
you
notice
notice that?
No, see, I don't have a physical copy of the Power Trip album. I was only listening to it on Spotify. So,
All right, okay.
you know,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
only seen cover like that. So,
So
he's
you-
fucking tiny.
yeah,
But
so Mick has admitted to going down Spotify and that whole.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah. And vinyl.
There's another side of
Yeah.
things as well. In relation then to one other artist as well, Mark Riddick.
Yeah.
What a fucking design!
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't
When's that appearing?
it? We're going to get that done on shirts for the
Cool.
gigs in the States.
And we'll have it in Ireland, sure.
We'll have it in Ireland as well, yeah. So we're kind of keeping that for America.
Yeah.
Get a run of shirts for the US gigs with that
Yeah.
design on it.
How did you come across him?
With Mark Riddick.
Yeah.
That's fucking another mad story, actually.
Go on. We love the mad stories.
So it was Mark Riddick emailed us saying that he fucking loved our album or whatever. He's got his own band, right, called Fetid Zombie.
Okay.
So it's a death metal thing, but he has
Mhm.
guest musicians on every album. So he's had like Prescriptor from Absu playing drums in his album. He's had the guy from fucking Rotten Christ Singer, what's his name?
Oh, what an album, by the way. The
Yeah.
new album.
He had him do vocals like for a full EP.
Right.
So this time around he wanted Jay to do all the vocals for this EP that he's coming up.
Okay.
And it's the guitar player from Arses. He used to be in Black Dahlia Murder, James
Oh,
Malone.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing all the solos on it, and Micah Mott from Carcass is doing solos on it as well.
Christ.
So he asked, like, he loves Jay's vocal style. So he was like going. So we just forwarded a message on to Jay. Come here, this dude here is looking for you, whatever.
Yeah.
So Jay was chatting to him. So your man goes, look, he goes, I can pay you for your vocals or I can do artwork fee. So Jay goes, yeah, we'll take artwork. So
That was a good choice, man.
yeah,
It's-
so
it's
the next,
awesome.
but his new EP, yeah, Fetid Zombie. So yeah, Jay is doing all the doing all the vocals on the album.
That's incredible,
And,
isn't it?
yeah, I think Micah Mott is on it as well.
Is it going to be a full album or an EP? You
It's
don't
only
know.
4 or 5 songs or something.
Okay.
I only heard like about 3 songs that Jay played to me. Sounded pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I heard it without the vocals kind of going. Couldn't get my head around it, but when I heard it with Jay's vocals on it, I was going, all right, I get it now.
It
like,
makes sense, yeah. Makes sense.
So
yeah.
it's pretty cool. I think his vocals are fucking deadly on it. Like,
Yeah, well,
really
Jay's fucking vocals, I mean, they're just unbelievable. Like,
so
it's,
he recorded his vocals with Ciaran Culhane.
again,
Again,
like,
yeah. So keep
like-
that connection going.
yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, I'm hoping if you're listening, Ciaran, to come on the show. You know.
He has to.
What about the writing process? With you, are you all contributing, or you know? I know it's early days. With you, I mean, you know,
The way it's always worked is like I'd have riffs, Jay would have riffs.
yeah,
Sometimes I'd have full songs, he'd have full songs. And
Okay.
if we're stuck anywhere, we'll meet up
right,
and we'll figure stuff out together. So we just put our riffs together and we'll meet up with Decky.
yeah,
And Decky then will arrange them and he'll go, right, this sounds better here,
Okay.
this sounds better here.
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it's like the core of the songwriting is the 3 of us.
So Decky is the Lars, is he?
Totally. Absolutely. He'd be delighted now if he heard that, actually. He'd love that. Yeah.
That's cool. And also, how did you connect with Blood Harvest?
Oh, that was when we recorded Carmenian. We
Yeah,
released
the EP. Yeah,
yeah, we self-released it on CD.
yeah.
So we
Was that
we-
actually that was with Ciaran as well? Was
yeah,
it?
that was with
Yeah,
Ciaran.
yeah, that's
We were
correct, yeah.
inactive for years, like fucking. Do you mean like we started 2010.
Yeah.
We did the first demo, and then that kind of fizzled out a bit.
That was 2010, wasn't it? Yeah.
So we started 2008. We did the first demo 2010.
Yeah.
And then we kind of fizzled out then for a bit or whatever. Like we were always still meeting up every week, jamming or whatever. Like, but fucking, we're kind of experimenting, like music wise as well. Like, I mean, stuff was a lot more different than what we're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we weren't gigging as often or whatever, so it kind of died down. So we said, fuck it, do something. We try and get gigs going again. So we put together the 3 songs in Carmenian.
Yeah, which is fucking class,
we liked
man.
the style of that. Then
Yes.
we're going like, why didn't we fucking do this
Yeah,
years ago?
yeah.
And it felt good and it felt right.
Yeah.
So we recorded the 3 songs anyway. Basically just to get word out there that we're back active again, looking for gigs.
Yeah.
That was it. So we brought out the CD and I said, fuck it, I'll shop it around to a few labels. See if anyone's interested in fucking maybe putting it out in record or something like that.
Yeah.
So I sent it off to about 10 or 12 labels.
Was Blood Harvest one of those?
Blood Harvest came back straight away and they were like going, yeah, we'd love to fucking bring it out in vinyl.
Yeah.
So we did a licensing agreement with them then for the vinyl.
Okay.
That they have it for like 3 years or whatever.
Right.
But in the meantime then they offered us like to do an album, but they'd have it in all formats as opposed to
Yes,
just
okay.
vinyl.
Yeah.
So that's how that worked out.
I'd say they were fucking delighted with it. Did you
Yeah,
get much
they
feedback from it? Like,
We got loads of feedback actually, like, because they, obviously them being a label, they'd have a bigger outreach.
they have a
than
huge
us.
roster. I was looking at the roster.
Massive
There's bands
roster.
from fucking all over the world. Chile, Brazil, fucking
Everywhere.
America.
But they hooked up with
And the only Irish lads by
that's
Zealot
it, yeah.
Cult. Fucking respect. Go
But
on.
they hooked up with do you remember Regain Records?
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yeah. That was
So yeah, they're after amalgamating together.
did they
Blood
take them
Harvest.
over?
So
Did
they're
they
kind of
take
it's
them
like
over,
a partnership kind
all
of
right.
thing.
Okay.
And let's say Regain
Regain,
are fucking distributing and fucking marketing a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
So like if you look at Regain's past roster list, like you see Behemoth and Anthrax,
Fucking
Danzig,
nuts,
fucking,
man.
do you know, just looking at the list and Metal Archives and going, what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
here? Like, do you know? So
And have you just kind of got one point going out to go to with Blood Harvest and just to bounce ideas off of? Because I'd imagine.
we just go to Rodrigo and we kind of go, this is what we're doing, or
Okay.
whatever. And he's going, yeah, grand, do whatever you want. Like, do you mean he doesn't interfere with what we're doing?
Which is crucial, really, isn't
Which
it?
is
As a
grand, like,
band.
But see, he's so many bands on his label anyway. I'd say the guy is getting bombarded every day by bands going, do you know, I said,
It's a massive list, all
Yeah,
right. But I
and
mean,
plus he works as well as doing the label and he plays in bands himself, like, like he
Okay.
plays drums and everything. Like he plays in a band called Maligner. He plays drums with them. Actually, they brought out their album last year on Blood Harvest, and like if you like Death and Dark Angel and Sadist and stuff like that,
yeah.
fucking it's right up your street. Like.
Oh well, Jesus, there you
So,
go. That's one.
yeah, but Rodrigo's on the scene about 20 years. Like
he's like ourselves.
so he's fucking.
Maybe he's a bit younger than us, is he?
I don't know. I think I'd like to think we're a bit younger than him.
So before you go, there's one more thing, because I know you're old school and stuff like that. But and I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who was your favorite sport
That we played.
that you played? Yeah, I mean, you've a fucking nice list there, man.
Atheist for me, hands down. Yeah, I
Christ.
fucking love Atheist.
Yeah, Piece of Time one, was it?
They came back. It was the Jupiter album.
Not sure that one. No.
They brought that out. It was like 2010.
Okay. Oh well, there you go.
We supported Atheist. To me, fucking when I was growing up, Unquestionable Presence and Piece of Time.
Yeah, Piece of Time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Did I
Those
say
two
Persistence
albums.
of Time?
No,
Anthrax.
Peace of Mind.
I did say
Iron
Peace.
Maiden. Is it? I don't know. But yeah, Unquestionable Presence. Like, but we got to meet. Like, we met up with Kelly Schaefer and Steve Flynn. Like, they're the only two remaining original members left.
Correct. Yeah.
We were chatting to them. They were fucking sound out, man. Do you know, they're dead on. Like, so that was probably my favorite, like, support gig that we did.
And when was that actually?
That was about 2010. That was in the Button Factory up in Dublin.
2010.
Yeah.
Fucking
So
hell.
it was a long time ago. Like,
Yeah. And what
Yeah.
about lately? I mean,
Lately?
you've got like Cannibal Corpse, Possessed, Snap Bam Dead.
we didn't
Destroyer,
play. We
6-6.
didn't play with Corpse at all.
Didn't she? No.
No.
I wonder why did that come
No,
up
Cannibal
there?
Corpse was it was tour support.
Oh, was it?
So yeah, it did the same,
Okay.
like
I
the same band with them.
don't know why that came up. Fucking Wikipedia.
Yeah, but that was cool. Yeah,
Destroyer 666.
Amazing.
We came up from Cork. There was a shitload of us came up, and we were all buzzing for you so much, man. That was so. And I think, yeah, the Siege was on the previous few months ago, and I kept saying to the lads, because you were in the Casbah that day when because I was bigging you up big time, and you were in the Casbah that day, and I don't think the sound fucking did you justice. So
that was 2017, I think. Was it?
I think it would have been. Yeah. So fuck it. When Destroyer 666, and when I heard then, like, we all love Destroyer 666, and I went, fucking hell, Zealot Cult on the main stage, and I tell you, the fucking sound you had, lads,
that was deadly.
It was fucking brilliant.
But we played with Destroyer 666 the year beforehand in Dublin. It was on New Year's Eve, so it was like Invictus organised it, so it was like a big New Year's Eve party, and Destroyer 666 were playing it.
Yeah.
So that was fucking brilliant as well. Like.
Yeah.
So I mean, 3 times we played with Destroyer.
And did you meet the lads?
We're fucking hanging out. Yeah, they were grand, man. They were sound.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because like they're fucking half Australian, half German.
Yeah, they're mad cunts, like, but fucking they're sound cunts as well.
Were they able to drink, like?
Oh, fucking well able to drink. Yeah, big time. Yeah, to drink the cross off a fucking acid.
The last thing there, do you know anything about the support bands that are playing with you in America?
Left Cross are doing the 3 gigs with us.
Right.
They're really good. They're filthy sounding death metal. You should check them out.
Okay.
They're really, really good. Oxalate are pretty cool as well.
And Skullshitter.
Haven't checked them out yet. I have to get around to them. The name is fucking mad, yeah. Part of me thinks they're grind or something. I don't know. I haven't listened to them yet. I'll have to check them out. But I checked out Left Cross, and they're pretty cool. Like, yeah, they're filthy sounding death metal. You know, like,
that's what you want.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want. Yeah.
So look, I want to thank Mick for making the time to appear on the Metal Cell podcast. As I said, we're over in his favourite,
over in the Clayton Hotel.
Over in his favourite hotel, pure rock star. Fucking
cheers, man. Thanks for having us on the show, man. Fucking deadly,
You're just a fucking super death metal band, and
cool.
We all respect old school death metal, and these lads do it to perfection. So this is the Metal Cell, over and out. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and if you're a band, get in contact with me at themetalcell@gmail.com.
Yesterday, respect to the brain.